Well, hi, today we're at Virginia State University's Randolph Farm. We're at a community demonstration urban garden area, and we're going to be talking about master gardeners and what they are and how you can become one. We're here with Christy Brennan. Christy, you're a master gardener in Hanover County?
That's correct.
Well, we're gonna talk about that, but it's a little cold out here this time of the year, so why don't we go inside and talk about it?
That'd be great.
All right. Well, Christy, it is cold outside, and but it's getting closer to the springtime. We're going to be thinking about gardening, and so this term comes up, a master gardener, occasionally. And so a lot of people don't know what that means. What is a master gardener?
Master gardeners are people that really love to garden and want to work out into the community and learn as much as they can. So they join the Cooperative Extension Program, and they take 50 hours of training that first year.
Okay, 50 hours of training through a manual like this, and I see they learn things like soils and botany and fruit production and gardening and all kinds of things. So it's a real training program. You don't have to know a lot about gardening before this.
You don't have to. You just have to be enthusiastic, sign a contract that you will take the 50 hours of training,
okay, and
then that you will volunteer and approve projects through your community for 50 hours that first year.
What's the wildest thing you've ever been asked?
Well, at a plant clinic booth, two young girls came up to me and asked me how they could have beautiful flowers all year long. And I said, oh, that's not too bad, you know. Well, I'll help you and give you some information on flowers at very different seasons, so you'll have consistent color throughout the whole year. And they said, no. I want plants that flower continuously 12 months out of the year. And I had to try to explain to them that plants don't do that. They have a resting stage and a stage where they flower. So that was the funniest one I've ever had.
That's good. So you do things after your training, you do things to volunteer. What would somebody typically do, or what kind of things have you done in the past?
Well, we do something called plant clinics, where we go to farmers markets and county fairs, and we have a table, usually with a demonstration. We hand out scientific information, and we also answer consumers' questions. The first thing we always start people with is a soil test, and people get tired of saying, oh, you always start your conversation with the soil test. But it's so important to know the pH, just the pH of your soil, so you can actually put the right fertilizer down at the right time. Because if you have great soil, if you don't have the correct pH, plants can't take those resources up.
That's right. It's
just staying there. So it's really important that you get a soil test, that you work with the Cooperative Extension to learn what chemicals you can put on the lawn, when, what fertilizer you can put on the yard, when, and conserve resources.
So if this time of the year is a good time maybe to think about inquiring about the Master Gardener program?
It really is, because the garden is kind of dormant right now. There are very few things that you can grow. But the Master Gardeners have usually a class that goes for 3 months, twice a week, so you can get your 50 hours of training in. Okay. And all you have to do is contact your local extension office to figure out when those classes are.
Okay, and probably the same thing if you're a gardener out there and doesn't really have the time right now to maybe do this, but might need help in their garden or might have questions about their lawn. They call their extension office?
Call the extension office. Usually the Master Gardeners are manning the phone booth. You can ask a question. You can also go online and enter your questions in, and they go to Master Gardeners.
Well, this is a great statewide program, and I know just by you all helping and making people better gardeners, they're going to be more efficient in the way that they grow their plants and
right.
For the environment.
You can do sustainability of resources very, very simply. You can conserve water and on your own landscape by rain barrels,
right.
By reducing the plot of yard that you have, a lawn, and putting in native plants. They're very simple things you can do to make the world a better place. We can protect our insects by using pesticides wisely, using the correct pesticide at the correct time. We can, Master Gardeners teach homeowners to look at labels to identify the correct problem, and look at the pesticide and fertilizer labels to determine what they really need at what time, which is really a smart landscaper.
Well, great. Well, maybe we'll see you at the State Fair next year. I know you have the booth there for the Master Gardeners.
That's right. I man the Virginia Master Gardener booth, and I try to get as many Master Gardeners from different areas to man the booth for me during the State Fair.
Great. Well, thank you so much, Christy, for coming by today and telling us about the Master Gardener program. I appreciate all the work you do for that program.
Thank you. You'll see us out there with historic land sites. We do a lot of work in our communities. We're everywhere if you just look.
Okay. Well, for more information about Master Gardening or becoming one, please contact your local county extension office. For From the Ground Up, I'm Chris Mullins. We'll see you next time.
From the Ground Up is presented with the generous advice and assistance of Virginia Cooperative Extension. Visit their website at ext.vt.edu.